Okay, you know what, when we get to, I'm sorry, I thought we were presenting that, Erin. That wasn't clear. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here looking for the card. You're asking me for care. Wait, I didn't have the card.
So too.
Okay, well, when we get to that, we'll be more defined. Sorry. All right, we showed you this for the end of this hour. This happens to be really of the more spectacular, not just size pieces, but the variety of gems that are used. First of all, surrounding these gorgeous abalone seashells that are sealed in what's called a doublet. A doublet is similar, it's like a doppelganger gem. It has two gems that are bonded together to create really an optic effect that you normally would not see in the gem that's beneath.
It reveals the layers, basically. It reveals the layers of light and dark.
And it kind of makes them three-dimensional.
Yeah, it absolutely does.
Would you say? So, and I think it's clever because nobody's ever done that with abalone shell. And to sealed it in quartz, that's all faceted to a briolette design, and then it's surrounded by chrome diopside. Now here's the thing, the ring is $189.90, the necklace is $199.90. We will put at the bottom of the screen the flex pay for both, and they do apply also for an extra flex on the HSN card, 077-656 Carol, Carol, Carol.
Okay, I'm gonna start with the ring. First of all. Now, yes, Bill is talking to you about abalone. Abalone comes from a living creature, comes from an oyster, very much like a pearl. And abalone, because it comes from a living creature, it's considered organic. And that basically means that abalone has an amazing soul to it. It's, you know, a lot of times I talk about the soul of a gemstone or the soul of a piece of jewelry. And basically what I mean is that you can look at a gemstone, you can look at a piece of jewelry, and you can literally see life inside of it. This ring is so incredibly spectacular for so many reasons. First of all, you have the natural abalone, and when I move my hand, Bill, do you have the other abalone ring? Because I want to show you,
so you can put them together?
How incredible these are. So that with abalone, because this is completely natural, each one that you get is gonna have slightly different patterning. It's gonna be swirls like the ocean, done in blues and greens and pinks and pearly whites, and then a dark background. We use this crystal over it. So this is natural quartz crystal. It's been faceted, and this is called mystical crystal. That's the kind of look that you get. All of this gemstone around this saddle ring is called chrome diopside. Chrome diopside is more rare than a green emerald. It has a more beautiful green, clean color. It's verdant and it sparkles with fire. And yet chrome comes from Siberia, so it can only be mined 4 months a year. If you were gonna go to a jewelry store and you said, I would really love to buy an emerald ring, well, they would have a few emerald rings for you. But if you say, I'd like to buy a chrome diopside ring, in 99.9% of jewelry stores in the United States, you would never be able to find that. Only because chrome is so rare and chrome is so difficult to source out of the Siberian mines.
And it's the mineral which is what made a trace mineral or trace element, which is what gives that bright green, which really every emerald that's ever been born by Mother Nature wished it was the color green of chrome diopside, don't you think?
I know it to be true. I want you to take a look at the gallery. Bill's gonna show you a tour of this ring. This is rhodium or platinum over sterling silver.
Oh,
you can see the under gallery and how beautiful the workmanship is. I give you enough space so that light can reflect through the bottom of this gemstone and come through the top. Abalone is, to me, one of the most interesting gemstones in the world, and this is a very fine quality abalone. That's actually why we've been able to use the quartz overlay. When you have a gemstone that's very expensive, and this is, you know, there's pearl abalone, and that's what this is. It's like an opal. You slice it because it's too expensive to use the whole thing, and then you cover it in this incredible natural crystal. These are pearl abalone. And I don't know if many of you know, but abalone is not rare in itself. Pearl abalone is incredibly rare. If you are a collector of interesting gemstones, you're going to want to get home the pearl abalone ring. If you love the color green, you love that verdant color, and this is rare chrome diopside, you're gonna wanna get this ring home.
It's, you know, it's one of the most unusual pieces in the show. And by the way, the necklace, there's fewer than 130 remaining. I only like to keep you posted on what's remaining because, you know, I know you think, okay, there's 130 of a necklace, why do I have to rush? You remember, we're in 96 million homes at any one given time.
And it's a Y style, which we haven't even shown you the necklace yet. What Bill is sharing with you here is how magnificent this necklace is. The abalone with the crystal quartz overlay, this gorgeous prism of design and flash and color. is you've got a green chrome diopside that sits above your heart, and the green chrome diopside is the gemstone of protection.
Well, enjoy both the Abalone Doublet and chrome diopside jewelry necklace and ring. And we're